Hey everyone, welcome. Bitcoin has hit 44,000. 44,000. This is crazy, right? And I don't see anything stopping it right now. ETH's up, a lot of the favorite altcoins are up. Things are looking up and up. We're just hearing a lot of goodness. Rumors of maybe the spot ETF will happen before January 2024. A lot of things are happening. We're hearing other nation states considering to get in. Everyone wants to get into Bitcoin right now. Anything Bitcoin related is going crazy right now. Even in the stock market, MicroStrategy, CleanSpark, Marathon, you name it, everything's on the up and up. Coinbase. So how do we prepare ourselves for the bull cycle? If this is your first bull cycle, you're not sure how to angle your portfolio, when to take profits, all of that, I want to cover that in this video. If that's something that interests you, stay tuned. And if you like the content, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more of my content, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. Man, so look at this. Just Bitcoin at 44,000. Do you know, like almost a month and a half ago, I'd probably say maybe even two, Bitcoin was in the 20s, like 28,000, 26,000, 27, 28. And look how fast it's grown. That's what I like about crypto. I can't think of any stock that can grow like this. Any of your favorite projects up 100%, 150%. And we're not even in peak bull cycle yet. Anyway, this is beautiful. We hit 44,000. I'm loving it. ETH waking up to ETH at 2,300. So this is just a taste, a small taste of what's to come. The Bitcoin hasn't even happened yet. Once that happens, just get ready. Just get ready. So let's start off with this here. Let's look at this.
Question about the halving. I've heard it called the halvening or the halving, but either one. We're getting to that in April, I think, right? Yep. And that's been a bullish thing before. I sort of wonder, is it the same thing, though? Is that already getting priced in, or is there something technical that actually happens that would make it be priced in closer to the event?
So what we've seen historically is that the 12 to 16 months after a halvening is the best performance of Bitcoin. So that's what everybody's thinking about. This time might be different because the price of Bitcoin's higher. We now only have, I think it's 900 Bitcoin a day that come out, so that gets cut in half. It's not a lot of Bitcoin, but what it does do is it makes Bitcoin more scarce than gold. So for the first time in history, you have an asset that is more scarce than gold.
In what way more scarce?
Let's call it a stock to flow ratio. So the amount of Bitcoin mined every year divided by the amount outstanding, same with gold. And now there'll be, quote unquote, less Bitcoin than gold mined on a relative basis.
All right.
So guys, if you're watching the channel, we all know Bitcoin. We know what it's all about. We get it, right? But this is on a finance channel where traditional people are on there, older investors who look at equities and everything like that. And they're talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is considered a serious asset now. It's not no longer, Ponzi and all of that. Big money's coming in. I've talked about this many times in other channels, other outlets. BlackRock, Fidelity, everybody is considering this very, very serious. Once that gets approved, then you have ETH coming on board. And who knows, there's talks of maybe of a Solana spot ETF. Serious money is coming into this space. And it's just the beginning. Bitcoin halving has not taken place. That's next year, right? Second quarter next year, that's when that happens. And we're already seeing the traction and the FOMO coming in right now. So if you're uncertain, you're excited, you don't know what to do, make sure you're making all the right moves. I saw this article and I think it holds true. So I saw this article on Cointelegraph, and basically it starts off by saying how to prepare for the next bull market, 5 simple steps. And the first step is to understand the cycle. So we understand there's a 4-year cycle. At the end of the 4-year cycle, Bitcoin halves. And the amount, as far as when you mine the Bitcoin, it becomes less scarce, basically, right? And that's what drives the price of Bitcoin up. There's not more of it being supplied. You can't inflate it with the government. There's no money printer. There's nothing like that. It's a set supply, but yet the demand keeps growing and growing, as we just seen, right? And so we got to understand, okay, how do I invest, when to take profits and everything like that, and when can we expect peak profits, right? Peak returns. And historically, it typically happens after the halving, right? Next halving is supposed to take place, according to this website, Bitcoin Halving Clock, around April 17-ish, give or take a little more or less. So April 14th to April 17th, right? At that point, things start to take off. And according to this chart by The Root, the rational route on Twitter, you take a look and see where we're at. We're about 90% now of the halving, right? If that's going to take place. So historically, we see that with the first halving here, things just went up, 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 up. Then we come down to our bear, and then there's whatever. Then we come down, then halving, up, 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 right? And then now we are here. We're currently here. Now, what's different from those other halvings, we didn't have institutional money coming in, at least not to the level that we know that is coming in currently. We hear BlackRock, because a lot of them have been buying ever since, bear cycle, been loading up. And we know Fidelity, we know all these people. Michael Saylor, he came in, not until like 2020, 2021. So everybody's been buying. There's less and less of a supply. What do you think this is going to look like? Is it going to look like this? When we didn't have any of that, it's going to be much, much higher. That peak is going to be up there somewhere. So after this happens, April 2024, we can expect things to go a little bit higher. And we may trade sideways, but we will go higher. Now, Bitcoin, we know that's what's going to happen. It's going to go up. But what about altcoin season? Are we there yet? Now, we've seen the past 2-3 weeks, things have been going really, really high. Solana's been going high. A bunch of other ones, Injective, Celestia. A lot of these altcoins have been going really, really high and popping off, but it's not even altcoin season yet. So according to blockchaincenter.net, are we in altcoin season? No. Right now it's still, pretty much Bitcoin season, and altcoins are doing okay. But we're at 39%, not yet, right? And here it just shows historically, if we look at this chart here, November, December, we're about here. So that's how far off we are from altcoin season. So is it time right now, where are we at in the cycle, to stop DCAing into your favorite projects? No, it is not. Not for Bitcoin, not for ETH, not for any of the alts, especially not the alts right now. They have gone up. They can go up much, much higher if history repeats itself. So that's what I wanted to talk about there. So where we're at as far as the cycle goes, still time to DCA into your projects. If you see little dips, keep DCAing. You still have time. Next, pick your crypto portfolio. Now, if you watch my channel, and I'll put a link to my investment portfolio for 2024 to this video here, but I always anchor with Bitcoin. I consider that the 401k. I don't know if you buy 0.1 Bitcoin, what that thing is going to be worth 5 years from now. Even at the end of this cycle, it's going to be pretty, right? I consider that store value. I don't plan on selling that. If anything, I continue to accumulate. Then I have ETH. ETH is the second safest, right? And then after that, your favorite altcoins. And like I said just before, continue to DCA into your favorite ones. But I think every portfolio should have Bitcoin or ETH as an anchor. At least that's what I'm doing with myself. And again, I'll link my portfolio as far as how I'm preparing myself for 2024 in this video. Next, protect your investment. Now, this is very, very key. When things are really, really hot, you're going to get emails. It can be maybe some NFTs to your wallet if you store it off the central exchange, talking about you have an NFT. You click on it, it's some type of scam. You may get emails for free NFTs, free stuff. You may get some type of email, hey, send me half an ETH, and then we'll send you 2 or something crazy like that. You always want to protect yourselves. People want what you have. They want your Bitcoin. They want your ETH. They want all your Solana. Whatever it is, they want it. And scammers will do whatever they can to try to get it from you. So you have to be extra vigilant. And if anything, I would take my crypto off of centralized exchanges. So I use Coinbase. I use Gemini, the ones in the US. But once I get it and it clears, whoop, I take it right off and put it on a wallet. So what kind of wallets are out there? According to Investopedia, some of the best ones are Trezor and Ledger. And you have Exodus. And then you have online wallets such as MetaMask. You also have Trust Wallet, which is very good. But I would recommend for myself, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you're interested in some wallets, if you have a good amount of crypto, I would take it off, the centralized exchanges and store it yourself and protect it yourself. When you're ready to make a move, ready to take profits, then you can put it back onto the centralized exchange and conduct your business. But to be safe, when things get hot, people are coming after it. You want to protect yourself and hold it down like Fort Knox and protect yourself. So that is a good step. I believe in that. And then it says choose an entry strategy. And we talked about DCAing. Right now, we are still not in peak altcoin season. things will come up and they'll take a small breather. Although they won't probably come down to where they were in October, they're still going to go much higher. So Solana, yeah, it's at $60. It was at $8. It's at $60 now. But can it go back to 200? Can it go back to 300, 500? Possibly. Cardano, yeah, it was at 38 cents, 35 cents. Now it's at 42 cents. Can Cardano go hit the all-time high of $3, $4, something higher? Yes. So in my opinion, it's still a good time to enter into your DCA, to your favorite projects. And basically, when things get hot and they start pumping 50%, you can cool off. You don't have to, FOMO back into it. But find your entry points for your favorite projects and still continue. Still continue. You just want to build, because right now things are high and they're going to get much, much higher. So choose an entry strategy is very good. Your favorite projects, you follow the price history, and find your entry point. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. And then next, I hear a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people that have been successful in this space to take profit. It's human nature to be greedy, right? When you see something, let's say Cardano, for instance, if you're holding a big bag of Cardano and it hits that all-time high of $3, $3.42. And at that point, you're like, you know what? News is great. Crypto's pumping. All coins are pumping. I'm going to wait. It's going to go to 4. It's going to go to 5. And what if that never happens? What if it never happens and it goes back down from the $3 back down to 150, and then you keep thinking, okay, it's going to go back up again. It's going to go back up to 3. And then once it goes to 3, then I'll sell it. And that does happens. Then it just goes down and down and down. So you want to set just like an entry point exit strategy as well. When it hits a certain point, don't sell all of it. Take a little bit of profit. That way, if it does come down, you still won, right? You still have money. You still reap the benefits of your profits. So I agree with that as well. So these are the steps right here, basically, right? Understand the cycle, the 4-year cycle. Pick your crypto portfolio, anchor it with Bitcoin and ETH. I agree with that. Protect your investment, cold wallet, hot wallet, getting off the central exchanges. Choose an entry strategy and exit strategy, I would say, and that's to take profit. But if you follow these 5 steps, I agree 100% that you set yourself up for great success come this next bull cycle. Guys, it's a very, very exciting time to be in this space. I hope you're excited just like I am. And again, let's look at this. Right now, fear and greed, according to CoinMarketCap, is extreme greed. When's the last time you saw extreme greed? It's been a while, right? It's been a while. And just look, it's good. And again, yeah, some of these are high, but they're going to go so much higher. And find your favorite projects, continue to DCA, and let's ride this thing out. And at some point, you and I will be cheersing over the internet, celebrating over our good fortune. So guys, I hope you like this video. Until next time, talk to you later.